Hey YouTube, this is Rob Immortal Spawn, and I wanted to start a series where I'll draft an arena deck and get some feedback from the viewers. I play a lot of arena. I currently have over 1,000 arena wins, and it's something I usually play, on my iPad, typically just to wind down. But I have taken Hearthstone pretty seriously. I have competed in Hearthstone, traveled to tournaments and such. Therefore, I thought it'd be pretty cool to start generating some content. So one of the series I've been wanting to do was just draft a deck and sort of talk through my picks as I draft it. So typically, when I'm drafting a deck first, it comes down to the heroes, and there are some few heroes that I enjoy playing a little bit more than others in arena. So that comes down to typically my most successful class is probably going to be Paladin, Priest, and Mage. And I usually do it based on my quest. So right now, I actually do have a Mage quest, so that seems like the good way to go here. So we'll start off with a Mage. So pick one. Obviously going to avoid the Murloc here. These two are pretty powerhouse cards. Int Master does provide some really nice value with the extra minions, and Knife Juggler is also good. I do like turn 2 plays. I think turn 2 plays are incredibly important in Arena. You need to establish your board quick. So this is kind of tough between these two. But I imagine I'm gonna see some more 2-drops. But Knife Juggler has a nice ability, so we'll take him. So I really like coming out aggressive in Arena, especially establishing board control. And Zombie Chow's purpose is not really to go face, but to get him out early and trade off with minions. So War Golem, although a solid 7-drop, I want to get my early drops, make sure I get those. So the board's not really great here. Here's another 2-drop in Geomancer, which is pretty, which is just okay, but at least we have some spell damage boost. And the Bodyguard as a 4 toughness, really bad. Really not great value there. So we'll just take the 2-drop out of those 3. So some good synergy here. Now, Worgen we can ping with our hero power. Ooze is also great for destroying the weapons, and then Pain we can draw cards. So this is actually pretty tough between Pain and Worgen for me anyway, because this is such a beating. But Acolyte of Pain can really put you ahead. So I'm gonna go for the card draw. I typically like to play a little bit more of a build up and card advantage, board state control match. But Flesh Eating Ghoul can be a nice finisher here. The mechanic is also pretty good value. Nova really just stalls out a turn. I'm going to take the Somewhat Bomb in Flesh Eating Ghoul. Here we have a Duplicate, a Dragonkin Sorcerer, and a Bone Guard Lieutenant. So the Sorcerer, I'm not sure that I'll necessarily be able to interact with it too much. Duplicate is pretty good. It could be, it could sort of, as we're seeing as the first secret, and we still have 25 cards left, we could get into some secret synergy, which is really nice. I feel like the Lieutenant's a really strong turn 2 play, and we're often going to be pinging. So let's take that. We have no spells yet, and here's just a better version of the card we saw earlier. But still, 4 toughness out of that 4 is not great. Here's 5 toughness out of 4, and we get the Inspire spell damage, Polymorph to shut down any bomb that they may play. So we have to sort of decide here which route. We have no spells currently. I feel like Polymorph might be a pretty good play here to get things rolling. So out of these 4, Maiden of the Lake is kind of most drawn to here, especially the ability's not bad, so it's a nice turn 5 play. Get a big toughness there and be able to shoot something. Both these cards are fairly underwhelming, so we'll go ahead and take that. We're not going to be having any weapons, although 1-drop is what it is. Here's a little bit of some health regeneration. Sort of more fun in a Warlock type deck. So between these 2 4-drops, you kind of have to decide: do I want the double minion, or do I want to just gain some health? So it's quite interesting there. of a choice, and I really do avoid mechanic in arena for the most part. Whenever I play against it, I seem to be able to handle it quite easily. So this is somewhat of an annoying pick for me. These three cards are pretty subpar. We'll go with the Inspire though. All right, so now we got a nice six drop in the Drake. I don't think we've drafted any dragons yet. And being able to multiple cast the Fireball there is nice. Fire Blast rather. Ice Block, definitely does save you a turn, and Echo Medivh is sort of situational. So we're gonna take the 6-drop. This is actually a really nice bomb. I like Fen Creeper here most. Obviously these two are very squishy. Fen Creeper is a nice taunt at turn 5. Cult Master would have comboed nicely with Imp Master if we were able to take that instead of Knife Juggler. Mirror Entity is a nice play here. In the 4 slot, we're starting to fill up with three guys. I'm going to take the Mirror Entity. It's a nice play. Able to copy something. Maybe we'll see some more secret things. This is a pretty good pack here. We're looking at a Cone of Cold. Sorcerer's Apprentice is an obvious nice 2-drop. Right now we're just looking at 1 spell, and this guy it should be a 2-for-1. Let's go ahead and take the Cone of Cold on this play. Take the spell. Here we have another Lieutenant, but we don't have any Flame Strike yet, and I like to run 1 Flame Strike, at most 2 in my arenas, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. Here's another Dragon, and Hungry Dragon, incredibly value driven card, as you get a huge bomb for 4, and usually if you set it up correctly with your smaller minions, can usually take out whatever else is left. So that's gonna be the pick for me. I do like Chillwind Yeti, obviously always a great pick. This guy can really get out of hand, and he's a really nice bomb. Our 4 slot's starting to get a little crowded, as we can see down on the bottom. So I'm gonna take the 5-drop. Guy's really nice. Just double checking if we have any mechs as we see the Clockwork Knight come down, but we do have dragons, so the Tactician might be nice here, as we do have 2 dragons and another tournament medic. So let's go ahead and take the Technician. All right, we have a Duplicate, a Haunted Creeper, and another a Dalaran spell damage guy. Haunted Creeper is probably going to be the guy for me here. Definitely nice with Knife Juggler and early defensive creature, able to slow the game down a little bit. Gets nice value out of him, so we're gonna go ahead and take the Creeper. Here's another dragon, and it is in the form of Draconid Crusher, who's pretty bomby. These two are okay cards, but this guy is a big threat. Alright, cool. So we're looking at a Goblin Blast Mage. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any mechs at this time. That is a really great card. Polymorph Boar is pretty interesting, especially being able to cast it on your own creature after an attack. So that's pretty cool. I haven't played with it yet. I think this is going to be my opportunity to test the card out. Arcane Golem, obviously also nice. Able to pay 3 mana to go 4 into a minion or 4 to the face with a drawback, but on turn 9 or 10, it's not much of a drawback at all. We're going to take the Polymorph Boar. I see some flexibility with this card. It looks exciting. So now we're looking at another Bone Guard Lieutenant, an Argent Squire, and a Raider. I do like Argent Squire. I do like turn 1 plays, especially when you're on the play, able to put a minion out there. But the Lieutenant, can get out of hand if not unanswered. So we're going to go ahead and take that. As we're then looking at an Archmage, we already dismissed the Silverback Patriarch earlier, and we're starting to do pretty well at the top. I don't love Archmage. It is a good card if if you're forced into it, but the Clockwork Gnome provides the most value, and it's another 1-drop, so that's pretty exciting here. Snapjaws is pretty good, with the 7 toughness, but avoiding the 4 slot. Arcane Explosion, decent, but the Mirror Image can buy you time, and it's another 1-drop there. This is a fairly easy pick in Snow Chugger. Freeze is incredible against Paladins that we often see in Arena, being able to freeze down any class with weapons, and we unfortunately had to pick up a medic earlier. Don't really need it. This guy doesn't really put off enough damage. Snow Chugger is going to be the play. So we're able to pick up a 3rd Lieutenant here, or a 2nd Cone of Cold, and I really like the Inspire here. A 2nd Cone of Cold would be fine, but coming out early with Lieutenants and sort of buffing them up, this might be a questionable play. Might bite me in the butt later, but I'm going to go with the Lieutenant. Okay, so we have a nice another 1-drop here. Could turn into a 2/3, but Harvest Golem just provides so much value at the 3-drop, you know, being able to really turn into another minion after it dies. So we're going to take that. Moving into a Sunwalker and a Fallen Hero. This is pretty tough, as we do have a Caldera Drake comboed with a Fallen Hero. We're talking about, you know, dealing 4 damage in a turn just from our Spirit. Just from our Fire Blast. Even with Maiden of the Lake, able to reduce that cost further. That's pretty awesome. Priestess doesn't really work too well here. Like it more of an aggressive, you know, all-in sort of deck. Sunwalker is an amazing 6-drop. And so right now, for me, it's going to be between Fallen Hero and Sunwalker. Now, Fallen Hero is a nice turn 4 play. You play Fallen Hero, you shoot something for 2. And Sunwalker, obviously, you know, can really just buy you time that you need when you drop it. But it is a turn 6 play. This is a tough one. I feel like I'm going to have more fun with Fallen Hero. It's a card that needs to be answered, but can be answered quite easily. So that's actually a tough choice, kind of holding me up here a little bit. I think we're going to go with the aggressive move here and take the Fallen Hero. As I'm re-looking at my deck here, should come out pretty efficiently. We're going to take the Fallen Hero. And we're rewarded with a second Sunwalker, so I'm able to reboost a little bit here. Imp Master, not bad. Wailing Souls, we don't want any part of, as we have a lot of abilities on our minions. So we picked up the Fallen Hero, and I'm going to take the Sunwalker here. Healbot is a nice, you know, kind of bring you back in the game, but Wolf Rider is a sweet, you know, 3-for-3 damage play. So, you know, we don't have any bounce to bounce back Healbot. Are we worried that we're going to be up against the wall where we need to regain life? We have a Maiden of the Lake. We don't have any other life gain outside of that. We have one more card to pick. And taking a look at our curve right now, the 5 slot is pretty bland, but it really doesn't do enough for the game. Like, I want to be proactive, and I think taking a Wolf Rider, able to trade with something earlier, is more in line of what I want to do. Unfortunately, a Sunfury Protector is pretty sweet here because we were low on Taunt, and Taunt's a pretty big deal in Arena. So we have a Sunwalker and we have a Fen Creeper, and adding a Sunfury Protector with some of our little minions is just the icing on the cake for this deck. So this is where we wound up, guys. That's going to wrap it up for the video. I want to focus on just the drafting, and I can update in the description on how the deck does, and if I'm able to record gameplay as well. I certainly will. But let me know in the comments what you think about this deck that we're looking at, and we'll review it one more time here. Our 1-drops: Mirror Image, Clockwork Gnome, Zombie Chow, Bone Guard Lieutenant X3, a Fallen Hero, Haunted Creeper, Knife Juggler, Geomancer, Snow Chugger, Sunfury Protector, Mirror Entity, Polymorph Boar, Acolyte of Pain, Blackwing Technician, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, Harvest Golem, Wolf Rider. The 4-drops: Cone of Cold, Polymorph, Hungry Dragon, Maiden of the Lake, Tournament Medic. The 5-drops: Fen Creeper, this Raider, Caldera Drake, the Crusher. Moving into the 6, Sunwalker, and at the top, Flame Strike, somewhat of an aggressive type mage with some pretty cool tricks. So please grade the draft somehow, you know, 1 to 10 in the comments if you will, and let me know what picks you may have done differently. That's really what I want this video to be about. I want to become a better arena drafter, and I want you guys to become better arena drafters. I've gone for 12 wins several times, but you know, I also bomb out a lot. So, you know, sometimes you're just dealt the cards you're dealt and you can't really go far with it. But other times maybe a pick may have made the difference. So let me know what you guys think, and if you may have went a little bit differently with this draft. Thanks for watching.